that Zoom that I recorded? It turns out Zoom lost it. So now I am re-recording it, and this is from my home office. So don't mind my kids' little desks here. Okay, so let's talk about why exactly we're even doing this accountability call. So I was featured at a Tom Ferry conference, and they were talking about this accountability chart. And I do this every day. It is free, and it takes me maybe 3 minutes a day. So I'm gonna walk you through exactly what it looks like, how to update it, so that you can maintain a smooth even in a world that seems like this in real estate. You know, the highs and lows are so big. I feel like I'm always, when people are like, how are you? It's always like, how's my business, you know? And so the better business is going, I'm really on a high and doing great. And when business is slow or clients are hard, I kind of go down here. But when I started using this accountability chart, instead of having that roller coaster motion, things seemed a lot more even. Did I have the lows? Yes. But when I hit the lows, I knew I was doing exactly what I needed to do to get back on the high because I had this accountability chart. And when I was on the high, I knew this is gonna last forever. I'm kidding. But when I was on the highs, I knew that it was happening because I was doing the things that I needed to do to be successful in real estate. One of my favorite quotes about being a realtor is, being a realtor is great because you don't have a boss. Also, being a realtor is the worst because you don't have a boss. This Google Doc is going to serve as your boss so that you can make sure that you're doing the things that will maintain a thriving business. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right in. First things first, please note that in this accountability chart, you're going to need to make a copy for yourself. If you don't, then the copy that you have, it's the master copy, and everybody else will see what you're entering in. So go to the top left, you'll see where it says File, and then select Make a Copy. Okay, let's get started. So you'll see the things at the very top are the items that we get paid to do. These are the big picture items. I call these the macro items. So you'll see how many appointments were set and how many appointments were held. It's important to make sure that you're comparing both of those, because even though you set an appointment, it doesn't mean it actually happened. And we all know being face-to-face with people is where the money is made. We also have listings signed, buyers signed, contracts, and closings. So again, these top ones are where the money is made. But how the heck do we get there? Well, let's start at the bottom items. These are the micro items. At a glance here, you're going to be able to see which items here I love to do and are pillars in my business, and which items I would rather never do. So let's jump right in. So you'll see texts here. That's how many texts I send that have something to do with real estate. Now, when you see that number, that's not the total number of people that I've texted about real estate. That's how many texts occurred in that chain and overall for the week. So if I text one person and it's, you know, me saying something about real estate, them saying something back, and I say something back, that counts as 3. What I find in these back and forth texts, it normally takes about 10 texts per person. CMA. So I like to do unsolicited CMAs and regular CMAs, so I'm counting both of those in this number. Calls is phone calls that I'm making, and it's not, hey, so-and-so real estate agent, I want to show this house at this time. No. These are calls to my SOI about real estate related items, and these people are not currently under contract. I also track if I did an open house. I track how many lunches I go on a week. I find that lunches are a huge pillar in my business. I love being able to sit down with somebody for an hour, finding out what's going on in their life. They get to find out what's going on in my life, and really it opens a huge door for referrals. So yes, I absolutely track those lunches. I don't know when doing handwritten notes went out of style, but it definitely didn't go out of style for me, so I make sure that I count those. DM stands for direct messages. That is on any social media platform where I'm sending direct messages that have to do with real estate. Now the next two can be a little tricky. It's kind of like appointments set and appointments held. One of them is videos and the next one is social media posts. Just because I record a video, which would count as one, does not mean that I actually posted it on social media. And also, it doesn't have to be a video. So in an average week, if I'm recording 2 videos, that would count as 2 for videos. But if I'm doing 2 videos on Instagram and then also a still image, then that would count as 3 under social media posts. I love mailers. We send it out to our SOI, and so they hear something from us once a month. And it's not always real estate related, but it is always topical. So I make sure that I count how many of those mailers go out. Boy, do I wish my networking numbers were higher. Networking can be anything like a BNI or a get-together where people are talking to you about your business. As you can tell, I don't focus on for sale by owners. I wish that I did more, and every time I put a goose egg under FSBO, I think, Heidi, you really need to focus on that. So I use this accountability chart not just for what I'm doing, but also things that I need to focus on in the future. If you ever need anything, my contact information is right here. I would love to answer any questions for you. My name is Heidi Harris. I'm the leader of the Home Sweet Heidi team, powered by Real Broker, and I hope that you have an awesome day. Stay accountable.